Welcome to episode 4 of Muscle Building Mondays. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about how to set up a functional workout. I've been working out for over 10 years. I started more with a bodybuilding style workout, but if you're not willing to spend hours upon hours in the gym, most people don't want to become bodybuilders. So functional workouts are probably more for you. There are so many benefits of training functionally. I'm gonna name a few of my favorite reasons. You'll be spending a lot less time in the gym. Every time you go for a workout, you'll be hitting pretty much full body, more bang for your buck. I've talked about this in one of my first muscle building videos on how I like full body training, so check that out if you haven't seen it. Link down below. You'll also have less chance for injury by correcting muscle imbalances. So since we're doing a full body functional approach, using a lot of body weight, using stability training, you'll be using the right side and left side equally. If you had some sort of imbalance or injury, if you're just sticking to machines and you're building muscle upon that bad posture or that bad alignment. But doing functional style training will force you to train the body in the right position, focusing on good alignment, so then you probably will become pain-free. It increases your coordination and your balance, so everyday tasks are gonna be a lot easier. You know, if you play any recreational sports or activities, you're gonna be better at them because you're gonna be more in tune with your body and movement. Let's say if you live in a winter country like Canada, and there's like ice everywhere, you can't avoid the ice. So unless you wanna stay inside for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to go out. And I hear about so many people falling on the ice and hurting themselves really badly. So if you have better coordination, better agility, better balance, let's say if you hit a patch of ice, you can probably recover. It improves your overall strength and even increases your flexibility. So everyday tasks, let's say if you're bringing in grocery bags or if you just bought, you know, a new piece of furniture, you'll be able to carry it probably by yourself, which is an awesome feeling. We are working on range of motion, so instead of just getting like bulky and tight, we are focusing on getting functional and lean and athletic, because we're not just focusing on weight, increasing weight, we're focusing on how well we can move with our body. So it's just a different style of training, so then you won't have to spend hours upon hours doing yoga, even though yoga is great and you can definitely add some of that in. It'll improve your overall alignment and your posture. So your digestion is gonna be working better, you're gonna look younger and your abs are gonna be more defined because you'll be standing upright, you're gonna look more confident. It's the way to go. Now let's get into how I started setting up functional workouts. So first thing I did is I stuck to primal movements. There's only 6 of them, so it's pretty easy to remember. There's the squat, lunge, bend, push, pull, twist. So any exercise that falls into these categories, it's more as functional style of training. And you wanna stick to compound moves, meaning more than one muscle group at a time. So anything that's more functional, you wanna think of functional movements, big moves. The next thing I started doing is I started putting 2 moves together. So if they were in a primal movement and maybe a bodybuilding, more isolation style movement.
Isolation exercises in weight training are exercises that involve only one joint and a limited number of muscle groups.
I would sync the 2 together to make my body have to work more as one. And I started calling them combo moves, so 2 in 1. Next thing I did is increase the instability of my movements. So you can do it on an unstable surface or do more unilateral training.
Unilateral exercises are single leg or single arm movements that help to isolate and correct muscle imbalances and improve balance.
This will make your core have to work a lot harder, because if you have weight on one hand and not the other, if your core's not working, you're just gonna fall over to that one side. So making anything unstable is gonna make all the smaller muscle fibers really have to fire. So next point is I focus on more athletic style movements, and that can mean so many types of things, but calisthenics are a great one.
Calisthenics is a form of exercise consisting of a variety of gross motor movements like running, standing, pushing.
Body weight training. I like to use full body moves that take a lot of coordination, getting the movement pattern down perfectly and then slowly adding. Your whole body is activating throughout the movement. Your body is one. So why are we training your arms alone and your legs alone? Like when we do stuff in regular life, we don't just use one body part at one time, we use the whole thing. So guys, these are kind of the categories that I use. You don't have to pick one for each on every workout. You could just do all primal movements or all combo moves or all calisthenics. I know a lot of trainers get full blown into only calisthenic training and then they just never move away from it. I like to just dabble in a little bit of everything. That's what works for me. If I feel like doing a more bodybuilding style training day, I will do it. There are no limits into what I will do. A couple tips that I want to give on setting up your workout is nowadays we're sitting on the desk, watching TV, on our phones. So you really want to do more opening movements. I always say 2 opening movements, so 2 pull movements for 1 push. We're not good at engaging our core and our bum, our glutes. We're sitting down too often. They're just not activated. So you definitely want to spend some time activating the glutes and the core, but I've made videos specifically on how to help you do that. So go check them out. They're all linked down below. Let's get to my functional workout. I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to set up a functional workout. Let me know if you have any additional questions on it down below. I'd even love to see how you set up a functional workout. I always like to change it up. You know, variety is key. I find it makes it more fun when you go into the gym. It challenges your body in different ways, and then when you go back to those movements, you'll definitely see progress. Make sure to subscribe so you can see next week's Muscle Building Monday. Thanks so much. Bye.